Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this week. My intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all over the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. First of all, to all Californians and West Coasters in the U.S. that are getting pounded with rain and flooding and all of that, sending our prayers and well wishes to you. And here in my sweet home, Alabama, we've had a rash of tornadoes today. A bunch of them, I think there were 12 that touched down in Selma, historic Selma, where the Freedom March was with MLK. You know, MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, is Monday. And I think I read that 12 people lost their lives in Selma this afternoon. Selma's about not quite 2 hours south of me, maybe 2.5 hours. And so we had a lot of rain and wind, but we didn't have any of the tornadoes that were happening south of us. So sending lots of prayers and thoughts and strength, sending you some good juju to help you get through all of this, everybody that's being affected by the weather. My YouTube channel, Ask Julie Ryan, we started a new thing called Angel Chat. And I take a question that somebody has submitted online and I read it and then I answer it. So it's just another way to get a free consult on a question that you have. I've got the show. I've got the question of the week. Now we've got Angel Chat. So to submit a question, just go to AskJulieRyan.com, click on the Ask Julie button. Send your question in. It may be chosen either for the question of the week or for the Angel Chat question. Just trying to help people get their questions answered. My June class is full. Not June. My April class is full. I started January's class last Saturday. We've got week 2 this Saturday. It's so fabulous. It's so much fun. Everybody's really enjoying it. I've gotten wonderful emails from all of my students. April's class is full and June's class is taking people. I limit it to 12 people. So if you're thinking that you want to learn how to do this woo-woo stuff that I do, you know, the buffet of psychicness thing, talk to deceased loved ones, talk to pets, tell how close to death somebody is, do the medical intuitive stuff, past lives, spirit guides, angels, all that jazz. Go to AskJulieRyan.com, click on the training tab, and Angelic Attendant training is the live training. We also have Angels and Enlightenment training. That's a really abbreviated online self-paced training, but both of them have practice groups. The practice groups are essential. You can learn something by reading, by learning, but you don't really get it until you do it. And so that's why we have so many practice groups with that. So let's go to the phones. And our first caller is Anne. Let me get Anne on the phone here and we will see what her question is. Hi, Anne.
Hi.
How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great now that I get to talk to you.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, I'm in a little town outside of St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, terrific. I talked to somebody from Iowa today, and she said she was almost to the Missouri line, and she said she was in Aruba, Iowa. And I said, what? She said, it's a real place, but they have great weather there because we're close to Missouri. So I guess you have great weather in Missouri.
Yeah, we kind of get it from all 4 sides. So whatever it's doing up in Canada, we get a little of that. California makes it over sometimes. Definitely the southern, when we have things that come up the Gulf, we get some of that. So we kind of get a little bit of smorgasbord of everything.
Oh, good. So if you don't like the weather, stay tuned. It's going to change, right?
Yes. Well, you can say that again.
Yeah. Well, you got a question for me?
I do, Julie. I was wondering if you could help me. I had a total hip replacement about a year ago.
Yeah.
And on my left leg, what's called cam lesions, and evidently my long bone on that leg started getting bony growths on the end of it. and it tore up the inside of my hip capsule.
Huh.
And I think it's hereditary, but I'm not sure. But they're called CAM lesions, CAM, and that's what makes most of the total hip replacements that they do. I'm 62. It's for these CAM lesions, and like I said, the long bone on the end grows extra bony growth, and then it just tears up the labrum, and then eventually you get bone on bone, and you have to have a hip replacement. So I had one, and everything went okay with it. But the only thing is now that leg, the muscle on that leg locks up on my thigh. And I mean, I'll just be standing there, and all of a sudden it just seizes, and I can't move. I can't breathe. It's like I'm paralyzed. I think it's pretty common for them to damage muscles or nerves in there. They're going in with one, they just make one incision now. Mm-hmm. And so they said they're really doing some, they're really doing some pulling and pushing and stuff, just trying to go in with one incision. And I was wondering if you could, I think I need to go back in because it's locking up more and more. And I just I keep trying to use lights on it and stuff to heal it, massage it, and it's just not stopping. And it may have something to do with my hips being twisted. But
okay.
That's a question. I just wanted to say
well, the thing that's so interesting about this, Anne, is I had a client today on an hour-long consult that had the same thing. She'd had her hip replaced.
Oh, my gosh.
Identical thing. And I remember when I was talking with her, I said, well, this is interesting because I've never had anybody ask me that question. So I'd never seen that healing before. And I said, chances are good I'm going to see it again soon. Never thinking I'd see it again in a few hours with you. Yeah, identical situation. And I'm an inventor of orthopedic surgery devices used in total joint surgery. So back in the day, when I was in the operating room inventing products, they were using the old fashioned hip replacement. And so it was, it was very involved. And, so the scoping, I know you heal a lot faster. So what I'm going to do for those of you who are first time listeners is I'm going to raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit. I'm going to watch a laser beam from my body here in Birmingham, Alabama, hook into Anne in St. Louis. And then I'll have a hologram of her in my mind's eye. And Anne, what I'm going to do is I'm going to envision shooting energy into your body, and then it will have it go to your left hip and your left leg, and then I'll describe what I'm seeing in the form of a healing. The interesting thing about the healings is that my analogies sometimes are really hilarious, right, Anne? And I just say what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, because if you can envision it, it's going to help integrate the healing into your body, because the body's going to follow what the mind's telling it, even if the mind doesn't believe it. Doesn't matter. So an example of that is, think of when you watch a scary movie on TV. Your brain knows it's pretend, but your heart might feel like it's getting ready to jump out of your chest. I think that's a great example. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading over to you in St. Louis area, the St. Louis area. All right, got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. This is the exact same healing that I saw this afternoon. So imagine that the center of your leg, the muscles in there look like they're fraying. It reminds me of a little girl with long hair and split ends on her hair, where those little fly away. Have you ever seen split ends on a little girl's hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe your own. I used to have them when I was little too.
Me too. Still got them.
And so what I'm watching happen is I'm watching stem cell energy get put in that muscle that's inside of your leg. And stem cell energy looks like a light amber colored gel, has sparkles in it, because, it's woo-woo, gotta have sparkles. And it reminds me of a watery gel, like Dippity-Doo when I was a kid, which was a hair gel. And I'm watching that get administered into there. The other thing is magnesium. You're taking magnesium, I hope?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. How much magnesium are you taking? You probably want to take a bunch of it just to be sure that you're getting enough absorbed. That I would bone up on the D3. Be sure and take K2 with the D3. And what I'm watching now is I'm watching little insulin syringes, energetic little insulin syringes with a tiny little needle on it, inject magnesium into that muscle to help relieve the spasming. I understand from my client this afternoon that it's crazy painful.
It is.
When you have a spasm.
You can't even breathe. You can't. If someone tries to touch you, you'll scream. Yep.
That's what she said.
Right.
She said she gets them at night and during the day. Do you as well?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
What is your orthopedist saying about that?
I'm afraid to go back.
Yeah.
I haven't contacted him back because I'm afraid to, if he did this to me, I'm afraid, you know what I mean? I'm afraid I'd like to maybe go to someone else because the orthopedic surgeon that I used, although he's a teacher for flu care, he's kind of young, and I don't mean anything disrespectful, for young doctors or anything. He's brilliant, but I think I'd like maybe to go to maybe, a more seasoned orthopedic surgeon to tell him about this and maybe see, what they suggest. Because from what I understand, the surgeon that I went to, I won't mention a name, but the surgeon that I went to really gets them in and gets them out, if you know what I mean. So, I think there's more quantity there maybe instead of quality, So I think that
your joint looks.
I was just going to give it some more time.
Your joint looks fine to me, Anne. I think he did a great job on that. I think this is just a byproduct of your surgery, and I'm not so sure that an orthopedic. I would talk to one and see what they say, but what I'm getting is what I got from my client this afternoon, which is talk to a functional medicine doctor about magnesium absorption. And the one that I recommend is Dr. Amasanti, AMASANTI.com, dramasanti.com. She works with people all over the world. She's brilliant. So you may want to get in touch with her. I hope you feel better.
I will.
And I hope that healing helps.
Thanks, Julie.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All righty, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get more callers on. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Our next caller is Brooke. Before I get to Brooke, though, what I was talking about with Ann, our last caller, is when I see a new healing come in, it's usually because somebody is presented with some kind of symptoms that I haven't heard of before, like the muscle pain and the leg cramps with the total joint revision. And it's like I tune to that channel, and then I'm downloading information in the form of healings. And then inevitably I'll see that healing going forward with people who are either clients or calling into the show. It's really fascinating. And it appeals to my inventor brain. You may hear me saying, "Oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh, this is wild." And then I'll describe it. And then it's like, okay, that's added to my bag of healings, almost like you add a contact on your phone, a new phone number and email address and stuff. It's been really interesting over the years to see how that happens. And as I mentioned to Ann, never in a million years did I think I'd see the same healing twice within a matter of about 4 hours. I think that's just a riot. So, all right, let me find Brooke. Brooke, where are you? Here you are. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Julie.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Where are you?
I'm calling from Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
Yeah, so I was calling because I lost my father almost 2 months ago.
Oh.
It was pretty traumatizing.
I'm
he wasn't
sorry.
in good shape, and I had to be his healthcare proxy and take the decision. And it was something I was ready for.
Yeah.
So I was really just hoping I could connect with him to understand if, you know, he is okay with the decision I made and like.
Sure. Yeah. That is so hard. I have not personally been in that situation alone, but with my family a couple of times. And it's just agonizing to do that. And what a labor of love for you to have the strength to make a decision like that. What's your dad's name, Brooke?
His name is Thomas.
Thomas. Did he go by Thomas or Tom?
He went by Tom.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to you up in Massachusetts and then from you to your dad. So here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading up to you in Mass. All right. Got you. Your dad's standing next to you. So Tom, what do you want to say to Brooke about the decision she made to take you off life support? It was perfect. The timing was perfect. Everything was perfect. Could not have been better. He's saying he was ready to go, but he was willing to stick around because he knew that you guys needed more time with him.
Yeah, he told us to keep him on life support as long as possible. And he just gave himself up for us. And I'm really struggling without him.
I bet. Have you read my book, Angelic Attendance, yet, Brooke?
Yeah, I did in one whole day.
Good. It was designed to be fast, a fast read or a fast listen, because if you've got somebody that you've either just lost or you got somebody that's in the dying process, you don't need to be reading some 700-page novel. Okay. Reread that or listen to it if you got an audiobook, because when you reread that, it's going to give you comfort to hopefully let you know that your dad was surrounded by angels and deceased loved ones and the spirits of deceased pets. His mom is deceased, is what he's telling me. His mom was there. Yeah. And his mom was holding a baby. Who's the baby? Your dad's saying it was his.
Well, I mean, I'm currently pregnant. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I don't know who the baby would be.
This is a baby that is deceased. This is a baby's spirit. No, your baby is a different spirit. So, did your mom ever say that she miscarried a baby? Because miscarried babies oftentimes can show up in the form of a newborn. When I see spirit holding them when somebody goes to heaven. Did he? Yeah, he's saying, did your mom ever mention that?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
But she could have. I don't know if you're able to find out, but my dad's middle name is Charles, and so I'm going to name my baby girl Charlie, and I just wanted to know if he approved.
He thinks it's darling. He's saying, are you gonna name her something and call Charlie as a nickname, or are you gonna use Charlie as the full name? Because he's saying, are you gonna name her something like Charlene or something and then call her Charlie, or are you just gonna go with a straight Charlie?
I want her first name to be Charlie and her middle name to be May. Just
Charlie May. Yeah. So Charlie is what he's showing me.
Yeah, that's how he spells his middle name.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's showing me how to spell it. He's making suggestions on how you can spell Charlie's name. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. One last thing, Brooke. He's talking about a dog and dogs. Did he have dogs? Did he have dogs growing up? Did he have dogs when you were growing up? He's saying he's with the dogs.
Yeah, we had a lot of dogs growing up, and a few of them have passed over since.
Okay.
I have them with me now that are still alive, but.
Yeah. He's talking about he's with the dogs. So, yeah, he's around you. You know how to talk to him, right? You say something to him in your head. He's going to answer you within a second or before. And it's going to come in really fast. How you know it's him is it happens immediately. If you think about it for more than a couple of seconds, that's going to be your brain talking to you. And if you're not sure, especially when we're in grief, it's kind of hard because our vibration level is low. So just ask him to come meet you in one of your dreams, because our brains relax when we sleep for a few hours, and then spirit can come communicate with us. Because remember, he doesn't have a body anymore, so he vibrates really fast. And we're in a dense reality when our spirit's connected to our bodies. And then when we're in grief, our vibration is even lower. So just ask him to come join you in a dream, and he will. I hope that helps.
Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye. All righty. Let's go to Ashley next. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing well.
Terrific. Where are you doing well? Where are you located?
I'm in Derry, New Hampshire.
Okay. Terrific. Got a question for me?
Yeah, recently we found out that my 10-year-old dog may have cancer.
Oh.
We are waiting for the results to come back, but the vet's pretty sure of it. So I was wondering if you could do a scan for her.
Sure. Yeah. What's her name and what kind of dog is she?
Her name's Bella. She's a Beagle Boston Terrier.
Oh, I love that name. All right, Bella. Here we go. I'm going to connect to you and from you to Bella. All right. Got you in New Hampshire. Got Bella. Yes. I get a yes on that. I believe it's metastasized. When I see she's not dying at the moment, though. I can tell you that, Ashley, because if she was, I wouldn't be able to get a medical read on her because her spirit would be out of her body, held on to the top of her head. When I see metastasized cancer, it looks like blotches of black paint. You know what a dairy cow looks like? It's white with black spots on it. Looks like somebody threw a blob of paint on the side of a white cow. That's what Bella looks like. So let's do a DNA healing on her. She has 7 strands of DNA that have come out of her body. I'm watching them get rearranged. The nucleic acids that are on the DNA. Imagine that they look like strips of paper you'd find inside a fortune cookie with the fortune written on it. That's what human ones look like too. My daughter-in-laws have that. I got to ask her about dog and animal DNA because I know it's obviously different from human, but I watch letters on the strands get rearranged, get resequenced. So what we're doing is we're returning her DNA back to a normal recipe. It's the recipe that tells the cells how to behave, and I'm watching it return to a normal recipe, the mutations that have come out. Does she seem to be in pain? I'm seeing a lot of inflammation.
No, she has been acting normal. She still goes up and down the stairs, runs around with the kids, but she has multiple, like, bumps, like tumors, I'm guessing.
Tumors.
All across her.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of inflammation in her body right now, which looks like red fog on body parts. Her whole body looks inflamed. I'm surprised she's not acting like she's in pain, but yeah, I'm sure it's probably helping that she's active. I heard a physical therapist say one time, motion is lotion for achy joints. So that's going on there. So let's ask her, Bella, what can Ashley and the family do for you? More treats. They always say more treats. Always, before the questions even out.
For them all day.
More treats, please.
She'll come and get me from my bed. She will. She'll come and get me from my bed to run upstairs and get her a treat.
Oh, my gosh.
She makes me think she has to go out, and then she goes over to the door that she knows where it's at.
Oh, Well, that's the first thing on her mind is more treats. I don't think she's going to be exiting anytime soon, based on what I'm seeing. So what are the doctors saying? If it comes back positive, then what?
They offered chemotherapy, but I wouldn't do that to her.
Yeah. Let's ask her. Bella, do you want chemotherapy treatments? The response is heavens no. Emphatic. Heavens no, like that.
She's my oldest baby. She was my first.
Your first baby. She's saying, let me enjoy the time I have. I don't plan on exiting anytime soon. That's what I was getting to. I think she's going to be around a while. Yeah. Good. She's saying pain meds, when it gets really bad, that she wants you to euthanize her. She doesn't really want to suffer terribly, which I don't know, any animal or human wants to suffer. But she's saying pain meds in the short run if she needs them. But she's saying that she feels like she's showing me a picture of the Michelin Man. You remember that old TV commercial with the guy that had, the bubbles on him? She says she feels like she's a piece of bubble wrap at times, but she's going to be around for a while. Hope that helps. Thanks for calling, Ashley. Oh my gosh. Dog telling me it looks like bubble wrap. Feels like bubble wrap. That's hilarious. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back. Our next caller's Iris. Hi, Iris. Hi, Iris.
Hello?
Hi there.
Oh, hi. I knew it the minute I came in. Thank you. Hi. This is Iris, and I'm calling from Gaithersburg, Maryland. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thanks. Well, got a question for me?
Yeah. I've been feeling my hope has been a little frail because I've been having a difficult time financially, and I just kind of looking for direction. If I should stay also at my apartment, because I'm having a little trouble there, but I really want to keep my apartment, and get a full-time job, or some decent income coming in.
Okay. Have you not been working in the world? Have you not been working?
No, I only have a part-time job, and I was a caregiver for my mother, and so
okay.
Now it's time that I get back in the world, and I feel a little bit. I'm not like a 20-something anymore, so trying to get back in my field, and I feel like I am lacking some skills.
What's your field?
Technology skills. Interior design.
Okay.
Yeah, I do commercial and kitchen and bath, and a lot of businesses want you to be able to do computer-aided drawing.
Okay. So have you taken any steps to reach out to see what's available? Have you started looking online and maybe reaching out to people that you know in the industry?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. So if you were a trust fund baby and money was never going to be an issue in your whole life, what would you do for fun?
Bang on the drums all day. Just kidding.
Okay.
I would still want to do design. And I would love to still do jewelry and still do, residential kitchens and baths and travel.
Okay. So that tells you that you're on the right track. I always ask that question and I say, what would you do for fun? And if you answer something that you're doing, that's good. If you answer something completely different, then start moving in that direction. Start looking. I talked to somebody recently who wants to travel, and I said, well, she said, but I don't have the money to travel. And I said, well, how about looking at a job in the travel industry, perhaps working for an airline or perhaps working for a travel agency or a hotel chain or something that would allow you to travel. And she said, well, I had never thought about that. And I said, well, yeah, that's how you're being led when something's interesting and you want to know more. So we get paralyzed with fear, Iris, and the fear is stuff that we make up. Somebody's not going to want you because you're not 20. Well, they're going to want you because you have experience and you have sense and you've got a lot of knowledge about this stuff. And what I'm getting is applied to even the chains in the short run while you're looking for something that's more suitable. And what's coming in is Home Depot and Lowe's and places like that have decorators that are on staff and they help pick out tile and carpet and stuff like that. You might be able to get that in the short run while you're looking for something else. And it may develop into something that you want to keep part-time to just help supplement your income. But just be open to how the information's going to come to you. If it feels good, it's interesting, you want to know more, you're being led and you're moving in the right direction. Does that help?
Okay. That makes sense. Sense. I'm just
all right.
worried.
Home Depot came in loud and clear, girl. Loud and clear.
Well, it's interesting you said that because I've had 3 interviews with them in October.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So I would revisit that. And there's a lot of energy there. There's a lot of synergy there. So let us know where you land. And good luck. Happy hunting. You'll find something and it'll work out great. Right. And you're not going to have to move. You're going to be able to stay where you are.
Thank you. That's
you're
a
welcome.
big relief.
Okay. All right.
So
bye, Iris. Good luck. That'll be fun to see where she ends up. All right. Ursula. Hi, Ursula.
Hi, Julie. I'm calling from Knoxville, Tennessee. Thank you for taking my call.
You are most welcome. Got a question for me?
Yes. So a few days ago, I had a little bit of a health scare. All of a sudden, my left eye, I could not see out anymore, and it had like a kind of like a blurry curtain in front of me. Resolved in about a minute. But yeah, it came back to vision, but I'm a bit concerned if there's anything more going on or maybe I really don't know what's going on. So would appreciate if you could maybe have a look at it, a scan on actually my right eye, the right eye. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Did you go see an ophthalmologist or did you call their office?
And no, I did not. I'm currently traveling cross country to a new job. So, I will be settling down next week. So not yet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So you're in Knoxville right now?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. I'm heading from Sweet Home, Alabama. Knoxville's not that far. It's only about 4 or 5 hours from me. So I'm heading northeast. All right. Got you. Looking at your eye. Went to your right eye. I think you need to get that checked with an ophthalmologist. I'm seeing a lot of light around your eye, and I'm worrying about detached retina. So what I'm watching it get stitched up, Ursula. If it happens again, I would go to an emergency room. I think you don't need to be messing around with this. Mm-hmm. Even while you're traveling, I would go get it checked. So I'm watching the retina get stitched energetically, and now I'm watching stem cell energy get put around it. When it comes to the eye, it's so funny because I watch stem cell energy in really tiny little places get applied with you know what crazy glue is? Looks like a crazy glue container with one of those little teeny tiny pinhole nozzles on it. So that's what I'm watching happen around your eye. Okay. And then I'm watching a vortex that's spinning outside of your eye. So that's regenerating that eye. The left eye looks fine. The right eye, I think as soon as you get to wherever where are you moving to?
I'm moving to Durham, North Carolina.
Okay. So you're not that far. You'll be there probably tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I would get an ophthalmology appointment as soon as you can. And if it happens again, go to an emergency room.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Be safe traveling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to Ellen next. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, this is Ellen from Niles, Michigan. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you? Happy New Year.
I'm good. Thank you. My question is, I have Parkinson's, and I was wondering if you could do a body scan and tell me if there's anything else I can do to improve my condition.
Yes. Let me get you on my radar. Here we go. Here comes my laser beam. Head north. Okay, got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. I'm watching an IV of glutathione get administered. An energetic glutathione IV. Glutathione, I don't know what it is, Ellen. I think it's like an amino acid or something. I'm not sure what it is. I'd have to look it up. But there's a doctor who's a neurologist in Florida named David Perlmutter, Perlmutter. David Perlmutter. If you go on YouTube, he has videos there of his Parkinson's patients that are really struggling to walk and struggling with mobility. And he gives them a glutathione IV, and then he films them 20 minutes later and they're walking like nothing's going on. So check out check out his information. The other thing I'm getting that's coming in, and I've learned this from this same Dr. Perlmutter, is check your uric acid levels. We usually think of that in relation to gout, but the uric acid levels need to be really low because they can cause all kinds of symptoms, and some of them are Parkinson's related symptoms. Has anybody talked to you about that?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about the glutathione? Have you heard that before?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard that a lot with the Parkinson's. In the meantime, let's do a DNA healing on you really fast. You have 4 strands of DNA that have come out. They're getting resequenced. We're taking them back to a normal recipe to tell the cells how to behave. And that's going. And pay attention to your diet. Try and limit the processed foods. Anything that's refined, try and stay off of that. I have read all kinds of information that it makes the symptoms really less on Parkinson's patients. So I hope that helps.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the information.
You are most welcome.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Take care. Thanks, Ellen. All right.
Bye now.
Bye. All right, everybody. That's it for this week. Please follow me on Instagram at Ask Julie Ryan, YouTube, Ask Julie Ryan. This new angel chat thing is really cute. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. I'm on Ask Julie Ryan on all my social media channels, and AskJulieRyan.com is where you find everything that you're looking for. My Ask Julie Ryan Live is going to be the 4th Tuesday of the month. I think it's the 24th. This month in January, because I think January has 5 Tuesdays, actually. So sign up for that. That's a blast. It's like a Zoom slumber party. Everything you can find at AskJulieRyan.com. So have a good week, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Mwah, from Sweet Home, Alabama. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Instagram and YouTube at Ask Julie Ryan and like her on Facebook at Ask Julie Ryan. To schedule an appointment or submit a question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.
This show is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be medical, psychological, financial, or legal advice. Please contact a licensed professional. The Ask Julie Ryan Show, Julie Ryan and all parties involved in producing, recording, and distributing it assume no responsibility for listeners' actions based on any information heard on this or any Ask Julie Ryan shows or podcasts.